was 5 years and 8 months under German. I went through all the 7 day again. I was in the concentration camps, in the ghettos, and I was beating, I was starving, I was at the death march, in the death transport. You know what the death transport is? They put us in cattle trains. You know cattle trains? They put us in the cattle trains, they put in full, maybe 100 people or more, one on top of the other. They closed up the doors. We didn't know where we were going. We didn't know what's up. There was no light. There was nothing. There was no sanitation, nothing. We were there day and night, going for a period of time. We don't know how long. And a lot of people died there. A lot of people were sick, got sick. You were all bunched up in a cattle train. This was almost at the end of the war. This was not. After I went through 5 years and almost 6 months. This was at the end, 6-7 months. This was at the end of the war. I was in the cattle train. They took us on the cattle train they took us to nowhere. We didn't know where we were going. And finally, they opened up the cattle train one day. 2 American soldiers came, and they told us, "You're free, you're free." We don't know what free is. We don't know what anything is. And they brought the ambulances. They took the sick people out. There were dead people there. The dead people, and they opened up a wagon with food. There was a full food from the Red Cross. Was full food. They didn't give us a stitch for 10 days, not a drop. One day they opened up the wagon. I was out. I went out. They let us go out on the front of the. I picked up grass. You know what grass is? I ate grass. I ate potato skin. I found one time. It was not what to eat for such a long time. After they opened up the wagons, people went out. They opened up the wagons and they took all the food that was in the wagons and started eating. No, we didn't eat for such a long time. People got sick. A lot of them died. A lot of them. I wound up in the hospital. I was critical. I was 3 months in the hospital, and then after this, I was completely out of religion. I was away 5 years and 8 months out of religion. At Pines, I was near the Klosenberg Rebbe, Zechoin Lebruche, and he got his boys there to take me in and to talk to me and to bring me up. And this is why I came back to religion. Any questions?
How old were you? We see your numbers.
When the war broke up, 12 years I was old. And I was 17, almost 18 years when the war broke. And I was 5 years and 8 months under the Germans.
Can we see your numbers?
Yeah, here's my number. 184805. Shem Havaya. Yudke Vufke is here. 26.
You're the only survivor?
I'm the only survivor of my whole family.
Where'd you live?
Very few of my town. After the war, I found 5 of my friends from the same town. But all of them, away from religion. None of them got religion. I'm the only one at Pines that I survived from religion.
Where did you live before the war?
I lived in Auschwitz. Before the war was called Auschwitz. I lived about a kilometer away from the camps before the war. Then they sent us away to ghettos.
How old were you?
12 years when the war broke out.
Did you ever feel like one day it's done and that there's no point in fighting longer?
Good question. We have absolutely nothing in our mind that will ever liberate it. Our only, I don't say lahavdil, but our piece of bread was that what it was. Was so, bread was so, food was so, we were starved, it's not a week or 2 days, it's months, it's years. We were so we got every day have a bread. This was, like today, I don't know what you would call it. People were dying from starvation, after working hard every day, all day, and beating a lot of people. They were hanging a lot. They hung a lot of people on the gallows. A lot of people were beaten to death. It's a whole story. It's plenty to tell. Okay, Rabbi, say anything else?
Here, bracha.
Okay. Rabbi says that's it's stark. So toy didn't work with nachas. And you say, I get the panosa.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, bracha for everyone.
Everyone individually.
Go individually.
Summer Rebbe said that was yesterday.
Summer Rebbe said when he left Eretz Yisrael, he said if you find a person who has numbers on his arm and he's still from, you should take a bracha from him. The Rebbe said that's Satmar Rebbe. When the Satmar Rebbe,
I knew the Satmar Rebbe when he came into America. It was just a few people were with him there. I was sitting there with the Shabbos by the table. It was maybe 5, 6 people, 10 people. A boy said, Brachבת for everybody.
Amen.
Thank you. Everybody's of nachas in the whole family.
Amen.
Nachas. Shunan. Mala, nu een teug doen nachas. Shunan. Teug doen nachas. Wie op kamp.
I never saw mine.
Years.